Welcome.
Welcome back to Read or Not to Read.
And we bet you're so excited after reading these chapters. You're so excited to hear our opinions, at least.
Listen, first of all, work was irritating and these characters are irritating the crap out of me. So if you don't, or if you're not like in the mood for a hot take yelling episode, maybe just read it and then skip to the next one. I don't know. You make your own life decisions. Okay. Okay.
You have been warned.
You've been warned. We are on chapters 31 through 40 of The Queens of the Night, the Black Tulip Chronicles. What's the author's name? I think her last name's Jarvis, isn't it? Isn't it Kaylee Jarvis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So starting off, chapter 31. It started out okay. And then it's just, again, it's not the book itself. It's about to be the book itself, but it's not quite yet. Because the other characters have common sense. It's just the main two are being retarded. And I'm not saying that as a slur. These two are mentally subnormal, okay? It's just, all of their brain power has gone to their private parts and they're not even using them. They're just.
I can't even fully react till I start coughing.
Okay.
The stress from this book made me physically ill this week. Not really. I'm kidding. I had many other issues. But yes, it started out very nicely, and they just won't take a hint, man.
Yeah, so
They won't take a hint.
They're like any of the 50,000 hints, not even hints, just straight up telling you what's what. No, it can't be that. Okay.
We're spoiling too much. We gotta start talking.
Sorry. They are still with the nymph tree lady people things. That's where we left them, as they
The nymphs.
were
So we're with
introduced to the queen of the nymphs, or whatever, the leader of the nymph tree people.
Oh, you're saying it right the first time. You're being very why are you
Nymphs?
that frustrated? No, the queen of the nymphs, and you're like, I don't know. That's not even the right title.
Is
Just
she
kidding.
a queen? I don't know.
She's a queen.
Okay, cool. The queen of the nymphs.
So yeah, I feel like you need a moment to breathe. Let me figure out where we're at on yes on this. So essentially, this little queenie thing is walking beside Icar, and we're on Vera's point of view, and she's mad about that. It's full out jelly.
Hella jelly,
Hella jelly.
as my Californian roommate would say. Not this. She's not my roommate. My Californian roommate from college. Hi, Emily. I doubt she'll ever watch
I'm over
this.
here confused too. If y'all are confused, I'm confused. I don't know.
No, she introduced me to a lot of fun words.
Californians do have
Californian words.
I do like the California.
Yeah.
Quite fun.
She was also from the Valley. She didn't talk like that though, but she had the language of it, but she didn't talk like that.
That's unfortunate. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's hella jelly. We are getting called out by Darby because neither one of these two can hide their emotions from anyone but each other. It's driving me mad. Well, how are these? Everyone else can see everything, but these two are blind.
And they're not even hiding it from each other. They're just trying to deny it to themselves for no reason. It's just. Okay. It's really
Z has no reason at all other than because all the signs are. Okay.
We have to get to the signs so you can be just as irritated as we are with these people. So they go up to the queen's balcony thing and they go to have a little chit chat about why they're there. And Vera is just being unnecessarily jealous and snarky.
To the point that she's falling through the tree
Yeah,
because
she
she
almost
can't
fell.
pay attention and almost fell to her death.
And they're like, get it together, girl. Calm down. Like, you look ridiculous. Like,
yeah, so we get to the
just ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous. But we somehow make it to the top through our jealousy.
We do.
And we have like a little dinner, and essentially we cause more drama because I feel like the queen did this on purpose. Apparently the queen made a slightly smaller table than what should be for all these large men. So her knee is against his thigh, and it's just so distracting. She can't even pay attention the whole dinner.
It's not that I don't like this scene, because when you first start dating somebody, it is kind of like that. You're like, ooh, if they touched me, ooh, or like when you're not really dating, but you kind of like a guy, and you're like, giggles. But we've been doing this for the last like 40 chapters. Get over it. At this point, your flirting is irritating me because both of you are too stupid to figure out who you are.
We're past the slow burn. We want to get into the hot burn.
We're It's just let it burn. Like, they keep pouring water on it. Stop it. Their love is waterlogged and it's irritating me.
It's not even burning anymore. It's
It's
just
not even
stuck.
burning. It's just
Oh my god. Okay. Anywho, so we're heavily distracted about this. Icar's still keeping his cool and somehow. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Can't see in his head. He's probably panicking on the inside and keeping it cool on the outside because, king training and all that. And I need to stop shaking my book around because it keeps rotating. Let's fix that real quick.
and all this time, Vera's being a little brat to the nymph queen lady, and the nymph queen lady's just like, I don't want your man. I'm a nymph. Like, what? Go away.
It's worse than that. We'll get there in a second. Hold on. It's worse than. No! We gotta talk about an order. Hold on. So we sit at the table. We talk about that. We're shifting. She's looking over the pretty balcony. They get served a meal. And Adela just starts calling everybody out. I love it, the queen. The queen is amazing. And because she just straight up, like, they're eating, they're having okay.
She's like, so your tattoo sucks, right?
It's black,
It's
right?
black. You're
You're
failing.
unworthy,
Just so you
right?
know.
Just straight up. And he's just like,
Yeah. He's like, yep, sure is.
and she's like straight up. She is very connected to the magic of the land because she's like, you don't. He's like, your guards told you because his shirt's on. I guess at this point again, and we never.
We
Vera
did
didn't bother mentioning that his shirt's back on. She was too distracted about his shirt ever being off in the first place.
we did re-robe ourselves.
We did re-robe ourselves, and she's like, you didn't have to tell me anything. I felt that I felt that you're a failure is what he's hearing right now. I feel like that's not what she's
Which
saying,
that's not what
but
she says. She's like, this is the only corner of the kingdom that still has like abundant Lucent magic. Like she's like,
mhm.
I know that. I'm a sentient being. I'm not human. I'm not dumb
Not dumb
like
like
you
you.
people are. And apparently part of his little tattoo thing is golden. Like he has some
Started,
left in the tattoo.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
well. That's why it
I thought
keeps.
the tattoo was white.
No, it's golden.
The first guy's was white.
Maybe because he's the first. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But anyways, and then she reveals like
Get him,
I'm
kill her,
also
Bella.
turning black because the magic is dying. We need to
Yeah.
do something about this right now.
She's got blood poisoning from Gloam. And she shows them, like, yeah, I'm not, this is not normal. Like, I know what's going on. Fix it.
You literally. Okay. Anyways, so we go back to Icar's point of view in chapter 32, and he's like, "Well, yeah, we're trying to fix it. We're literally here for your help to find the tulips and to find the Queen of the Night. Can you help?"
Mm-hmm. So we're not keeping our plan a secret anymore. We're just,
Well, he didn't have to with the
I
nymph
guess that's
cards.
why they went there. They
That's the
went
whole
there to
reason
get
they
the help.
went
Okay.
there. He can't lie to them. Why else are you going and looking for tulips
That's
that no
true.
one's been able to find except, and you're the only one that knows where they are, so they come to you like, oh, I wonder what
Yeah.
the king's doing.
What are you doing here?
You're like, oh, shocker.
Who are you and what do you want?
The woman that's been around since all of this started definitely doesn't know what's going on right now.
What's the password?
Anyhow, and the first thing that he does, the first thing she does is like, looks at Vera just like,
Yeah. So he says,
why? Why aren't we telling him, honey?
well,
She
not
didn't say that. She
not
didn't say
that.
that.
I don't think she doesn't know until she does the the thing.
Oh no, she absolutely knows.
I think she asks because okay, Icar says we're looking for the tulips, and Lucentia goes, "Oh, well, you need a queen of the night as well. Have you found one?" And Icar says no, and then she kind of looks at Vera. I think the only reason she's looking at Vera is because Vera's the only girl there. I don't think
I think that was
the lady doesn't know until she wraps her vines around her
I
neck.
think she's being not stealthy. What's the word I'm looking for? Subtle.
Well, so then she's like, "Oh, okay," and then she offers to read Vera's fortune, and she's got like she's a tree. She's got little vine things and they wrap around Vera's neck and Vera's like freaking out. And then the lady goes, "You highly favored of Lucentia, out of many who are weak, you are strong. Do your duty and you will help in restoring Lucent to our kingdom." And old boy thinks, "Yeah, she is a pretty powerful originator. Yeah, you know what? This quest really will help." My guy
Literally spelled it out in front of him.
literally told you again exactly what is happening.
I'm convinced Darby and Ross know, and they're just playing along so that they can give him a hard time in the future whenever he's like, "Oh yeah, I fought so hard and we fought our attraction to each other." Like, no, you didn't, you idiot. You almost risked our whole kingdom. You didn't know it.
Well,
That it wasn't that, but
they don't know.
I think Darby knows.
They're gonna figure it out before Dum Dum does.
They've already suggested it. They already figured it out.
They
Well,
do.
they're about to
They're about
in a
to.
second. We've already said that everyone else is not being dumb. It's very
Yeah, that's.
everyone but the two of them knows.
And then carrying on from what Odella is telling Vera, she says, "You're favored. Do your duty. Beware of someone who you are inclined to trust." So she's literally just laid out everything both of them needs to know, but they still don't get it. The thing that makes it even worse is they thinking about the right answer, but then they come to the wrong conclusion multiple times. Multiple times they come to the wrong conclusion. They think about it multiple times. Vera says, well, the only two people she could be possibly be talking about are Icar and the evil elf lady. Well, it's probably the evil elf lady, but we're still going to trust everything she says.
And then he's over here in his pity party, like, I'm convinced that he's like, this is too good to be true. I'm an evil, awful king. I don't deserve any of this to begin with. I don't deserve the magic to begin with. There's no way I could be lucky enough to fall in love with a person that I am supposed to be magically attracted to. I've already been told this by the man we trust implicitly
Multiple times.
multiple times.
They've spelled out the answer so many times and still haven't come to the right conclusion that it's irritating me. I'm officially mad. Stop it. Stop it.
Bad.
We literally we're talking around in circles over and over and over again, and it's I'm okay.
And then we talk about
Sorry.
essentially the kind of circling back to the reason why all the tulips got hunted. Because Adela continues to be like, yeah, subtly saying, like, you can either kill us or doom us. Please pick wisely, Vera.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Please. For the love of God, just tell this blind man what is happening right now and just say you love him. It's gonna be okay, girl. Just do it. Anywho, I'll try to keep my stuff together because Christina's not going to.
Sorry, no, I'm not.
She's way more going. I've had the week to process this. She read this today, and essentially we start being told like, yeah, by the way, like the Gloam guys are here. Hold on. And like she reveals like, yeah, like the enemies of all of us are the Gloam, the god of shadows, and his people. You better be careful of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hint, hint. They're probably popping up soon, and nobody takes her seriously. Nobody takes any relevant information seriously. These stupid people. Stupid. I know I could be stupid, but chill, people.
Yeah. So then their dinner kind of ends, and
Hold on.
Icar says, "Darby, I need to talk to
Wait,
you."
wait. Whoa, calm down. She talks about they're going to. She agrees to take them to the river, and they're talking about everything there too. I feel like that's slightly important.
Well, yeah, she just. Oh, he asks, "Can you help us get to the tulips?" She says, "Yes."
Yeah, they come up with the whole
Here's
little
a
plan.
dryad. Here you go.
Here, we'll get you there. You get 3 days. You can come back. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Too bad, so sad. If anything doesn't work out, oh well.
Because putting time limits on saving the world is always a great idea.
Yeah, a little rough. But she also knows the Gloam people are out there, so I mean,
That,
kind of valid. I mean, someone could also just wait by the border and open the border again. I don't understand. Anywho, for the plot.
do it for the gram.
And hold on.
And then he goes and talks to Darby.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
He tries to talk to the queen and be like, by the way, I guess it's her and Darby, isn't it? No, it's just I think it's just a queen. But he's like, by the way, my magic's like kind of broken and keeps going towards this girl who you just clearly spelled out as the black tulip, but I'm going to be obtuse about it and not understand what you're saying. Can you help me with fixing my magic? And she's like, my god, dude, you can't. The magic's not broken. You're just not listening. Straight up tells him he's not listening. Christina read it too fast. She forgot all this.
Well, no, he does ask to talk to Darby, but he's waiting outside while he finishes talking to the queen. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. You're
Yeah.
skipping important
Yeah.
stuff. Because we need to know that she's straight up telling him, you freaking dummy.
Literally after one dinner with these people, she goes, "Hey, you two like each other, just so you know, just in case you weren't aware. Because you're not." because you're dumb. Aware.
Okay,
Yeah.
now you may continue about the Darby part that you
Now
want.
he goes and talks to Darby, and we again spell out word for word the solution to all of our problems.
And we talk about my magic's broken to
Yeah.
Darby. Can you fix it?
Can you fix my
Even though
magic?
the magic queen told me there's nothing wrong with it, that's a seer.
And he's completely he's forgetting conversations that we've already had. When let's look at this. I know we know more than him because we've been told more than him, but let's just look at what he's gone through for a minute. Okay, we're gonna do. I wish I had like a board that I could put little red line pins to for all the things that he should find out. Okay,
I kind of need
so
that.
we should get one. Okay, so currently in this
Even
conversation,
better. Magic board, maybe?
magic board, we could do that. Okay,
Maybe.
so he's talking to Darby and he says, "Listen, I got the hots for this girl. Not just the hots. Like my magic is calling to this person, which old boy told us there will be an attraction between you and a tulip." So we're just ignoring that. We're ignoring that tidbit of information. And we're ignoring it because he says, "I've been with her for weeks and it hasn't happened until this time." Now, Kayla, let's use our cognitive brain and problem solving skills and think to ourselves, wow, it happened all of a sudden. What happened 3 seconds before our magical tingling started happening? What happened, Kayla?
I don't know. It's almost like we might have picked up a broken magic bracelet out of the snow that you've obviously already commented that looks like a magic that binds your magic together.
Yes, Kayla. Ding, ding, ding. The price is right. Her bracelet fell off. And even if Dum Dum legitimately believes that this is a friendship bracelet, like she told him, he himself commented that, hey, your bracelet looks like my little magical shackle that hides magic. Simply, we have all of the puzzle pieces. They're in order. All you have to do is snap them together. But no,
You don't even
no,
have to snap them together. They're there.
they're in order, in place. You just have to push down on it.
He doesn't even have to do that. It's already
Just
there.
look at the puzzle.
It's
It's
like whenever
all
you're
there.
actively ignoring someone and you just keep turning your head while they're trying to get your attention, and it's chasing him, and he is actively trying not to see it,
Actively.
which makes me believe in the
Actively.
self-punishing thing. I don't think he thinks it's possible for him to be married and happy with the future Tulip. I think he thinks that's impossible, and that's why he's being so stupid about this.
He thinks he's poisoned by the spider venom, which makes no sense. And Darby points out that it makes no sense, Kayla. Darby points out that this doesn't
I
make
told
any
you, Darby
sense.
knows.
Dar-
Darby knows. He's just waiting for him to be stupid because he knows his king.
and listen. I'm gonna.
It gets worse.
Icar says no, and Vera can't be a black tulip. I've seen her use originator and healer magic. And Darby cuts him off and says, "Didn't Jethanen tell you they were similar to both factions?" Wow, Kayla! We might be
Worse.
dumb, but people that haven't been here the whole freaking time even remembered what Jethanen said at the beginning of the first book, but the person who needs to know it can't figure it out because he didn't remember any instructions.
You want to know what's worse about this? Know all they have to do to really find out the truth? And Darby's been very closely involved with? Freaking little tattoo on the
Look
neck.
at the back of her.
Like, huh, this person's been keeping secrets, knows things about the tulips, has multiple types of magic, won't let us look at her neck to verify her type of magic,
Exactly.
but definitely not a tulip. No, there's
Can't
no
be.
way.
It can't be.
There's
Why
no
would it
way.
be?
No, there's no way I can be happy and in love. That's impossible. We love your book. We're just mad at your characters because there are absolutely people out there that would do this. I'm sorry, Lord. Oh my God. Okay, where even are we?
And Darby even points out, your magic is still working. Your magic is fine. You've been pulling magic from Fira this whole time. Nothing's wrong with your magic. Something's wrong with your stupid brain.
Not wrong. He just doesn't. He might know. I think he knows. I straight up think he knows. Anywho, I'm done with this chapter. I'm gonna skip to the next chapter.
Yeah. Chapter 3, chapter 33, Vera
To the
takes
other
a bath.
stupid one. Kinda, yeah.
Vera takes a
Kinda.
bath.
Straight up, just they all take baths.
And
Pretty
in her
cool.
little brain, has the same stupid conversation that Icar is having with Darby. Wow, should I trust him? I know he's a good guy. I know he's a good guy. But that one lady told me as a kid not to have a boyfriend. So let's doom the kingdom, because even though Kayla, even though we know things, we know she read every single name on that list that he had. She knows who's on the list. She knows whose name's not on the list. And she's been warned multiple times not to trust somebody. She knows somebody's lying. She knows somebody's exhorting them. Or what's the word? Is it exhorting? Extorting. That's the word.
Yeah.
Someone is extorting them, and she knows that after her bracelet fell off, she felt the magical connection that she is supposed to feel. She knows the true story from the beginning of the book, and she is believing the little elf lady over the goddess that she is supposed to be a person of.
Yeah.
This
I'm just trying to make sure nothing else we're missing in here. Oh, so we do have a little
might
bit
turn
of
in from a TED talk to a little preaching, just so you know. I'm gonna get the allegory in here, okay?
Okay, pause. Just to get us kind of caught up to where we're doing too. Because I feel like this conversation is going to be relevant. We're talking to Darby and Ross. They warn her off, like, hey, by the way, I guess they don't know because they're straight up warning her. Well, I think Ross is. Darby, I don't think really is.
Ross is kind of trying to, he knows they like each other. Ross is trying to prepare her so she's not super sad. He's like, he's basically telling her, look, this is to save the kingdom. He has to marry a tulip. So he can't be with you
Unless you want to admit something.
nice.
He's being
Yeah.
nice. I will give him that. He's being nice. But we have that, and then they kind of be like, by the way, he's also kind of fighting somebody doing a mutiny while he's gone. So like, we need to kind of hurry up and get this done.
Yeah.
Which is I feel like it's a big thing for her. She should be more aware.
It was funny.
Anyways,
And then she goes and takes a bath in the magical river. And while bathing in the magical river, she has all these thoughts about, what should I do? What should I do? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
this girl would do a lot for that. No, never mind. My bad.
Except
Anyways,
for tell the truth. You know what? She would do a lot of stuff except for tell the truth, because she, again, Kayla, let's connect the little red strings, Kayla. She has openly admitted, you would make a great king. I think you're a good person. You're a great guy, but kings are bad. She's literally contradicting herself in the same sentence, Kayla. In the same
gaslighting
sentence.
goes so deep, so deep.
Not to mention not trusting our magical bird, who we've trusted our entire lives to take care of us through thick and thin. We've trusted this bird implicitly, except for now.
Has literally suffered once for not trusting the bird and has trusted the bird ever since.
Multiple times.
But suddenly the bird is wrong.
But suddenly the bird's wrong. The bird can't be right. The bird can't be right. My aunt can't be right. My other friends can't be right.
That's true. Literally everyone in her life. No one's told her this is a bad thing. Everyone
Except for one person. We didn't think there's a common denominator here. There is common mathematical problems here. And it's okay.
We need to move on from the bath chapter. We
We
need to
need
get
to
into
move
some
on.
more action.
Icar goes and takes his shirt off and takes a bath afterwards. They don't take a bath together. Ta-da. Everybody's clean. We have all the widow spider web stuff off of us. Moving on.
Which I feel like would have been nice before dinner, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anywho, back to Icar.
Back to Icar. All right.
Icar is like, okay, I gotta get this mission done. The queen, I guess, approves of me. I know where they are now. Let's get up and get this done. Wakes everybody up.
Yep.
Let's get on the train with the boat.
Choo choo. No, we're going to a boat to be pushed to the tulip fields by a dryad.
River Dryad.
Yes. So they get on
She
the
makes
boat.
them go zoom zoom.
They go real fast. They go, and then they're there, and she's like, okay, bye. And this whole kind of time, so Icar's trying to forget about Vera, and Darby's flirting with her just because I feel like that's his character. That's just who he is. He's a flirt. He's a fun guy.
I think he's figured it out and is trying to like egg them on until they do. I feel
I
like
don't know
Darby's
I don't know if he's
enough.
figured it out, but he's definitely trying to egg him on. Like he's doing it on purpose, kind of, because he was the one that joked.
No, kinda. He's doing it on purpose. Now, why he's doing it on purpose is a whole question.
The kind of isn't. He's not doing it. The kind of isn't. He's not doing it because he actually wants to be with Vera. He's doing it. He's not doing it maliciously either. I don't think he's doing it to be like, duh, look, duh. Like it's.
Yes, that's what I'm.
This is 100% good intentions. This is fine. We
It's either
approve of what he's
it's
doing.
either A, he's trying to get them together to save the kingdom, or
Mhm.
B, he's trying to make them realize they're being stupid to save the kingdom.
Yep. Yep.
He's trying to save the kingdom in either way,
Yes.
in a hilarious way, and I love it.
We approve
We approve.
of what's going on.
I still feel like he's actually figured it out, and he's just trying to egg them on until they figure it out.
Yeah. The only thing that I don't approve of Darby is that he hasn't straight up just told him, hey, yeah, you do know that originators can't be healers and healers can't be originators, right? Like, you know that. You should know that because your
Because he
best friend's a lead healer and your fiance it was an originator.
Yeah.
Like, you should know this information. Vera knows this information. Everybody else knows this information. Part of the reason why Vera knows this information is because everybody knows this information because it's the different factions of magic. This is not a mystery. This is not a veiled thing that only certain people know. They made it sound like everybody knows that.
Mhm.
Which is why she didn't go into healing, is because she had already been an originator.
Mhm.
So she couldn't go in healing and
Couldn't
the
go into
painless
healing.
healing thing.
Yeah.
But that's why they don't go.
We're frustrated. Anywho, so we get them across the border. They paddle for a while. No river monsters yet.
No, everyone.
They find the 3 golden arrows because that's the little thing that
The
we keep
marking
following
up to the
for.
place. Yep.
Yeah. They get it to the shore, and they're like, "This once used to be a beautiful bridal path, so that the Tulip could go and pick a beautiful flower for her husband. But now it's dark and scary."
Yeah, so I was a bit confused about the little triangle arrow things, but this used to be a traditional journey that they went on to go up and
Yeah,
pick
it
the
wasn't
flower and give it. And
dangerous.
it's like
They
totally
literally
fine.
made this journey every time so that they can get married and save the kingdom again and again and again.
Yep.
Then the cycle broke, and now Gloam's like broken the path, and it's terrible and awful and
Yep.
scary.
Yep. Yep. So they go up the path.
This next part makes me so mad.
This next part makes me so mad.
I like almost threw my phone.
I
I almost threw my phone. Anywho, so we go boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, the dryad drops them off, says, "Hey, remember, leave the boat here. If you don't get back in 2 days, you're not going to be able to get back to the boat. So hurry up, chip chop, walk fast." They go up the little path, and they make it to a field of flowers. And for some reason, Vera tries to play dumb.
Vera's trying to actively get them to not accomplish the mission.
Yeah,
Separate from her just trying not to marry him.
yeah.
She's trying to like make them like, how do I make him not able to do this?
Which even if she thought, well, the world's just kind of the way it is. I know magic sucks right now, but I mean, we're still alive. Even if she thought that before all of this started, she has pointed out multiple times since they've been on this trip how bad the Gloam is getting. She has been shown an aerial view of the world in desolation. Like, she should know now. Oh no, something needs to be done. Like, it's been pointed out to her left and right every 5 seconds in this journey she's been on that the world is dying. And she's still, nope, we don't help kings. So we're just going to doom everybody now because you're stupid. Okay.
Gonna doom.
That sounds like a good character.
We're on chapter 34, by the way. We're
Yeah,
kind
we're
of
on chapter
running.
34.
We're kind of running through this because if we do anything else, we're going to lose our minds. But she's doing everything. She's kind of like, those aren't black tulips, they're purple.
Yeah, those are
And stuff like,
purple.
and we're looking at all the little birds, and Ruby goes and joins all the little birds and flaps around. Like, I really hope they don't notice that my magic bird, related to Lucia, is flying with all the other magic birds.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. They're just not going to notice that.
girl, I want to be a girl's girl, but come on, girl.
I was for a long time with her. I loved her. She was great, but now you're pissing me off.
And so we get to the flowers, and he's like, man, let me try cutting it. There's no one here to give me a flower, so let me try cutting it.
Oh no, he knows he can't cut it.
But he tried.
Did he try?
He did try. Time seems to slow as he places the blade of his wicked sharp knife against it and presses. Nothing. Doesn't
Oh, okay.
even mar the surface. And he's like, yeah, I thought so. Unless I'm deemed honor worthy by a bird, a tulip, or the goddess herself. Too bad, so sad. I can't have one.
Yeah. So either a bird like Rupee, who even if he didn't know what the bird looked like before we got there, once we get there, I'm like, so that bird Rupee, the bird that has been connected with this lady this whole time, is the bird that can give me a flower from Lucentia.
The
Let's think about
logic's
that.
really not
Let's
logicking
think about
there.
it. So Lucentia, the goddess herself, can give him a flower. A tulip can give him a flower, or the birds can give him a flower. Guess who gives him a flower? It ain't your girl. It ain't your girl. It's Rupee. Rupee comes flying out there and gives him a flower. He's like, "Thanks, little birdie." And then he goes and prays to Lucentia, and him and Lucentia have like a moment, kind of a vibing thing.
Pause, pause. Before Ruby gives him the flower, he's like giving up, and he is praying, and the way in the prologue, what was it, epilogue,
Mm,
whatever it is,
prologue.
in the prologue in the first book, the way that the king finds his way to Lucentia is by the tulips parting and creating a pathway, and that's starting to happen. And she goes, "Oh, no, my man is about to die. He's about to sacrifice himself." And doesn't she go like, maybe I should? And then like Rupee comes in and like,
Yeah, she thought about it for 2 seconds to give him a flower, and then Rupee gives it to him because Rupee's like, "Girl, my girl's stupid. She's probably not going to do this." So, yet again, he is going and literally talking to the goddess and doesn't get smited or smoted or smot or whatever you want to call it. And she is still, "Oh, well, we can't go together because that one lady told me I couldn't. You know, that one time." At this point, she is an open rebellion to her deity.
mm-hmm,
You're the villain. You are now the villain.
kind of feels like it. And because she's feeling bad, da 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 da. So he's in awe. We put the flower in the box to make sure it lasts. And now she's like thinking, like, oh my god, he's gonna marry a different tulip. He's gonna go find him and marry anyone else but me, and that makes me sick.
And then she gets jelly again. Again, if you know he's not going to stop looking until it happens and you already love him, why would you not just say, you really think you're going to hide the rest of them? They have a list of the other people.
Had they'll find it again, but
And I didn't pick this up when we were reading back when they were at Mama Tina's, but this really makes me mad as we keep going. What's her face's name was on the list as her name.
yeah, her name's on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a longer version of it.
No, 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 no. The other poor chick's name was on the list.
Yeah, there's only one name missing.
Who he's met.
He has met her. Yeah, you're
He
right.
met her at Mama Tina's and was there. And then he goes on to talk about, I think you're protecting. I don't think you're the tulip. I think you know one, don't you? You're protecting somebody. You're
Yes, he won't.
protecting your friend who might be a tulip. And the
I
thought
forgot about
the
that.
thought doesn't even cross his mind that that is the friend that she is protecting. Her name is on the list.
We're not there yet.
I know.
We're not there yet. You're gonna make me more mad that you're skipping the order. else.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we put the flower in the box.
Yes.
Do not skip 5 chapters again.
The flowers is the
Stop
box.
it.
They don't come to that at the very end.
Yes, it is.
This is in the next chapter.
No, it's like 3 more chapters. We're only on like chapter 34. That's like the last thing he accuses
We're on chapter
her of.
36.
Irrelevant. It's the last chapter I'm pretty sure that happens in.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because they get mad and they have the fight. Anywho, doesn't matter. Stay on this chapter. Stay on this chapter.
They get the flower, they put it in the box. That's the end of chapter 35. Chapter 36.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm looking at it. No,
Me
it's not.
too.
There's more because she stops him and goes like, Icar, by the way, like, can you like, how'd she phrase it?
Oh, she asks him not to marry a tulip.
Yeah, like I regret the thing I said, by the way, where the king should kind of like kill himself. Can you promise me like find any other way but to kill yourself, since I won't give you my hand in marriage and just fix all of our problems right here and now? Maybe? He's like, no, can't promise that. So either he doesn't, he should know this, but either you can marry me or I die. Pick one.
I mean, that's what he's told her. And that's what Ross has told her. That's what Darby has told her. And they straight up said, look, this is not Icar's idea. He is not the one that came up with this. Jeffernan is the one that told us the plan. And believe me, if there was another way, he would have found it. And even if there wasn't another way, she knows this is what's supposed to happen because she knows that Lucentia said this is the way you do it. So why would you be trying to find another way?
Everyone's being stupid. Okay, now we can go to chapter 36. Back to Icar.
Everyone's being stupid.
Everyone's being stupid.
Except for Darby and Ross. Darby and Ross are like, yay, we told you. We told you we're a good guy. Because he, this whole time, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. So when he does this little prayer thing, he talks to Lucentia, and Lucentia says, yeah, you're good, dude. Just like finish the quest. And he's like, yeah, I'm worthy. Went to a little therapy. He's fine now. Didn't go to class because his brain's still retarded, but he went to therapy. Small
Anyway,
steps, you know.
so we're going to camp here for the night because we don't
Mm-hmm.
want to. The two
Yeah,
options are we go camp in the Gloomy Forest or we go
we stay there.
travel overnight
Yeah,
back to their place, but that's a lot and they've already done a lot today and they need the rest.
yep,
So we stop here
yep.
and he's looking at little Rupee, being like, "Oh, you're a little magic bird sent to help me this whole time.
Yeah,
I guess that does mean Vera's special. So special that she gets sent a bird from Lucentia. I wonder how her role plays in all of this.
yeah, I wonder, Caitlin.
I wonder. I wonder why she has a magic bird. But it's definitely not because she's a tulip.
No,
There's no way that's
of
possible.
course not. No,
The only option is that she knows something. That's
she
it.
knows
That's
somebody who's a tulip.
she knows someone who's a tulip. She'll tell
Yeah,
me eventually.
that's the answer.
And then he's like, I feel like he can sense it because no one else, he has not offered anyone else to touch this freaking flower. And he
Yeah,
goes like, he looks at Vera like,
you want to touch it?
you want to touch it with me? You want to, here, hold it. I feel like
No.
you should hold it. I don't know why, but I
I
want
feel
you to
like we
hold
should
this
hold this
flower.
flower together. But no, we don't. We're completely ignoring the Lucent magic, which we're trying to restore.
You know what we haven't brought up in a long time?
What?
We still don't, the bond hasn't, the mating bond is still there. We haven't talked about that at all, though. It's still active.
Yeah, because I said 6 weeks.
We haven't mentioned that at all. Do you think they're being obtuse because of the freaking bond?
They haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned it because they don't want us to figure it out, maybe. Like, is the bond making them stupid to where they just think they're lovesick and can't logic?
But they
We never found
don't.
out what the mating bond does. Maybe it's what's causing them to be stupid. I'm gonna laugh if, like, in 10 chapters, it's like, 3 or 4 weeks pass, and suddenly I have magical clarity! Oh my god! That's gonna be hilarious if that's what
No,
I don't think that is what happens, but it could be. But it could be.
no.
Yes, it could be. That'd be really funny. We brought up this whole mating bond, what, just to make the Fae guy mad?
Yeah.
No one's mentioned the little marks. The little mark's still there. We're not magically touching it. Nothing like that. Oh my god.
Well, because it took them about a week to get through the forest. And then they were with What's Her Face for a couple days.
A couple days, yeah.
Yeah. And then it took them a couple more days to get back to the
We're not
kingdom.
anywhere close to 6 weeks.
So that was 2
We're
weeks.
maybe 3 weeks in. Maybe.
I think we're like 4 weeks in.
Irrelevant.
So they got 2 more weeks. Somewhere around there.
The bond's still there. We haven't mentioned it at all now that I think about it.
Yeah, we kind of
It was
forgot.
like literally just there to make him jealous. I'm gonna be a little upset if it's just there to make him jealous.
It was there to get them through the forest, but then
But why would you
the
just drop it? Anywho, sorry if I just pointed out a plot hole. My bad. Anywho, because you could have done so much with that. I feel like she's going to have to do something with it soon.
I
She
mean,
has.
because we haven't thought of that in our little I'm fighting the love.
Hmm. Which we should be. We literally have an active magic bond, unless they just found a magic cure back at the kingdom. Bond didn't bother to tell us. I don't remember anything being mentioned. Anywho, away from theory time. He tries to get her to hold it, and then they try to convince her to keep searching for tulips with them, and she's like, "No, I'm good."
She's like, no, I'm good.
And then he's like, "Oh, I see the way that her eyes fill with dread. I wonder why. I wonder why." Chapter 37. Still Icar. So we leave here and we're pulling magic from Vera's never running well of magic when the strongest originator you ever knew can barely pull magic. And you know that its magic makes you really, really hot. And you still don't think that she's special, even though we've been told her magic is made to counteract yours because it's cool and not hot like yours. And you're not burning up, even though you're pulling more magic in one fight than you ever have in your entire life.
Not just you. You and your two mates, both of you, are in a gloom infested forest. You're all alone. There's no magic to be had because you can pull magic too. You've tried to suck magic out of the air, and you know there's none there. So she's somehow feeding all four of you because she still has magic too, and the three of you have an unlimited supply.
And no one's getting overheated, which is such a big thing
Not a
in that
single
first
person.
battle. He got so hot that the sword was like felt like it was gonna melt his skin.
Sure did.
But suddenly, magic doesn't feel hot anymore.
Yeah, that's weird, Kayla.
That's,
That's weird. You know, but we don't look at that. We walk through life like this. Nah, nah, nah.
oh, she's so powerful. She must have a role in our kingdom. Not as my wife though. That's impossible.
So they leave the tulip field. They are making their way back to the boat. They get back to the boat, and there's gloam thingies.
There are death stalkers
There's a
and
death
a bunch of
stalker.
men that are just the Gloam associates, I guess. I don't know what they're called.
Gloam and associates.
But they're being funny. You're making me jump.
Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by Regina George.
Guess we're anywho.
They get to the boat. The creepy people are there.
Y'all know we are like so done with this if we're over here. We're so tired and frustrated that Gloam Associates is slap happy hilarious. Please, this right here. I need this to be the little.
I'm just picturing the Grim Reaper coming up with this. Okay, Rupee can be the notary here.
We're Gloam Associates. We're calling it after the rest of it. They're Gloam Associates.
Guys,
Anyways, these guys look like the freaking Grim Reaper. They're covered in shadows. We're like, I guess we got a battle now.
Yeah, so
good thing we have a freaking words I can't say because she has to filter them. Oh my god! Good thing we have an unlimited supply of magic that no one else in the kingdom has.
Yep.
Also, this freaking girl is so stupid. I don't think I'm powerful enough to be to bridge with a king. Anyways, I'm not in danger. I'm not powerful. And the king literally keeps telling her how powerful she is, and she still thinks she's not powerful enough.
So did the Nereid lady. She's like, hey, everybody else is pretty weak, but you're strong, just so you know. Just so you know. Like, so self-deprecation sometimes is good. We shouldn't walk around with pride all the time, but this is just taking it to a whole nother level.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
They need therapy.
They do.
I also need therapy. My bad.
No, these two really need to go to therapy. They just need to go talk to Jethan. They need to go to individual therapy and they need to go to couples therapy. They really do.
Anywho, so big battle breaks out. I don't really feel like this is a battle that you expect. Bam, bam, boom, boom. Everyone's fighting. We throw Jeff's little weapon and go.
Yeah, they have the magical Gloam deduster.
Yeah, we kill most of them except for I think a couple of them get the boat back into the river and try to go away.
Row, row your boat gently down the stream.
All the evil things came down on the boat in the Lucian River, by the way, and can control the Gloam, so therefore they can control the river. And the river monsters in the river, which is really interesting to me. I don't really like this. Nope, I don't like any of this. So we got the boat in the river. We're like, row, row, row your boat, ride as fast as we freaking can. And then they're like, oh, they're following us. Oh, they're catching up really quick.
So they're going down this river and the things are attacking them. And Icar notices, it seems to me like they're trying to get Vera.
Oh, yeah, because all the monsters are going after Vera,
They're all trying to get Vera. And they're trying to get his bag. Now, what's in the bag? The little box with the tulip. Now, see, we see these things and we notice.
And then our brain goes, do,
and our brain goes,
do,
it's weird.
do, 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 do. Do 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 do.
And it's going to be the Jeopardy song for forever because we're not coming up with the right answers. I'm sorry, Alex. That is not the answer. Alex Trebek would be so disappointed.
He'd be so disappointed in you. It's spelled out for you and everything. Because we have a big old tentacle monster. And it's like grabbing them and like trying to pull them down. And it keeps getting Vera. And poor little weak Vera keeps almost getting completely ripped out of the boat. Everyone's in chaos because like, oh my god, it's going to tip the boat. Oh my god, it's pulling this person. Oh my god, it's pulling that person. Oh my god, it's taking our weapons. And we just keep cutting off tentacles and the dark evil men keep sending the tentacle monster after them. To the point where he's like, oh man, they're going to kill us if this keeps up. I guess we all had to We almost make it to the border. Like, I guess we got to eat ourselves out of the boat, man. I don't know. There's no other options.
Nope, no other options. Have you seen? You've seen? I made you watch Treasure Planet, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
You know the little blog guy. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. That's pretty much what's going on.
And then
And then
freaking Vera,
Icar yeets Vera out of the boat.
because she's like, no, I can't swim. I can't swim. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'd
Yep.
rather just die by being eaten by the monster. Please don't make me swim.
Yep.
And she's like, there's no way we make that. So he proves how strong he is, big old muscles. I'm waiting for that to. I'm sad that didn't become a thing. Of all the times we're gonna admire the muscles, like, oh, look how far he threw me to save my life.
No, she gets mad
Instead,
at
we
him.
get like mad and like,
She hits him. Yeah. Yeah.
because we can't swim. We still haven't learned any life skills, which is
Like it was okay. It was cute up to a point. At this point, we need a little bit of character development, a little bit of learning, maybe a little bit of humility. Like, this guy's saved my life like 40 times.
I'm really
Just
hoping
a
it's
wee
happening.
bit of trust.
I'm really hoping it happens next week. I'm about to pull my hair out over this.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I know you already wrote it, but please have mercy on us. I beg you. Please.
Make them.
We're like halfway done with the book,
I
man.
know. Make them stop being stupid.
You're gonna hate them when they finally do fall, like, just give in to the love, though.
It
They're
depends
gonna
on
be
how it happens.
they're gonna be the clingiest. I'm trying not to cuss, man.
They're
I'm trying really
probably
hard.
going to get over it.
Do you think they're gonna be like less interested in each other? That's funny.
Yes, I do.
Anywho, now it's Vera. Oh
Because
my
instead
god,
of all the longing, the ooh, the ah, it's just gonna be like, yeah, that's my man, he's sexy, and then move on. Anywho, we're on chapter 38. So Vera gets all pissy that he threw her in the water, and
splash,
he
splash, slap,
says,
slap.
"Yeah, you're welcome for saving your life. Quit being a brat." Basically, and she's like, "I would have done it by myself." He said, "No, you wouldn't. I know you. Stop. Just stop." That is one thing I like about him. Also, that he's like, he doesn't really let her get away with her being stupid. He's like, he calls her out. He's like, "No, you wouldn't have. Stop it." Like, he's done that multiple times when she's being all, he's like, "No, like, stop." Which you can be all high and mighty feminist as you want. Girls need that. I know enough girls that think they're the hottest tamale on the planet and they can do anything they want to do. They just need a quick little reality check every once in a while. It's like, no, you can't.
So
They do need it every once in a while.
every once in a while.
Whether another girl gives it to you or a dude gives it to you. Every once in a while, people need a reality check because you're not as hot as you think you are.
Yeah, no.
And
And
she
then
definitely needs it.
because she's literally drowning and still being mad and feisty.
Still trying to be sassy.
Literally drowning, sinking below the waves to the point he has to physically grab her, say, "Shut up, relax, and let me save you."
Sit in the corner. You're in
And
timeout.
she's like trying to climb up him like a freaking tree and drown him too. He's like, "No, bad Vera,
Bad girl.
stay still. I'm saving your life
Yes.
again."
Let me save you and then we can argue. Could you let me get you to the side of the river, please? Thank you. The river monsters are still in the water. Actually, they're not. They're in the clean water now. They're back in the fairyland. Yep. That's basically what happens. He says, "Stop being a brat." And then she asks, "Who were those things?" And that's where we find out they're Gloam and associate. And she says, "Well, what do they want?" And he goes, "The same thing I want. They're looking for a tulip." And even though we've just said these words out loud and we thought to ourselves, hey, they're going after Vera, we still don't put what number are we on now? Like 50 and 50 together? Like, I don't even know how many items we've added up together at this point. It's not just two and two. Like,
There's too many cases of
there's
evidence.
just too many.
I feel like we need Gloam and Gloam Associates to put out the full case. I feel like they know the whole story. I need them to just put their little minds together and show us all the details of everything, because obviously they know what's going on.
They know who she is. The little other people know who she is. Jethana knows who she is. I have a feeling Nadiette's going to figure it out before because she's the one that got the list put together. She read the name. She's going to be looking at it and like, oh, it's her. I have a feeling she's going to figure it out before Icar does, which is just ridiculous.
And she's like, "Oh no, I forgot he's looking for tulips," and then essentially end of chapter. I'm done. I'm done with her.
Yep.
Let's go back to somewhat reasonable Icar, who still doesn't. Chapter 39.
Chapter 39.
Icar.
Dude, these last two chapters are really short.
Yeah, and they're so painful.
So this is where he comes in and starts interrogating her, basically.
Are we Well, yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting really close. But essentially, we left the nymphs 3 days ago, so we've been traveling for 3 days. I don't know why this is just now coming up. This should have been the first day after they left. I think they're just trying to be too close to home before they do any of this. But anyways, I was like, oh no, my magic's still reacting to her. Da, 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 da. We talk about Rupee, Darby's drawing Rupee, and whatever, sure. We have a quick little dude bro fight about battle skills versus art skills.
Yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with anything, but it was
I feel like
just
it's
them
supposed to be
razzing each other. Like, yeah,
comic relief for a second, which we
yes,
kind of needed, I guess, but
I
it
suppose
was very interesting.
breaking the tension.
And then she brings attention to herself, being like, men. And he's like,
He goes, "Oh, we're gonna talk to you now."
on a serious note, immediately, on a serious note, we all read that list of tulips. Maybe we should try to remember these. We should have done this a
Remember.
long time ago. Why didn't we do this a long time ago?
Why didn't we brainstorm when we were back in the kingdom? Like when they first got back together. Why didn't we brainstorm this out? Because they could have given the list to Jethanen, and Jethanen could be looking while they were gone. Everybody could be
Jessamine would not
looking.
be. Jessamine would not be looking while they were gone.
But they don't know
Because
that.
but he knows this.
He already knows that Vera is one.
I know.
With
Everyone but that
reason.
dummy knows what she is. And Ross. But that's because Ross is a hunter, not a emotional like Darby. I think is really getting into her emotions here and like diving in deep and being like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Anywho,
Yeah.
so they start listing all the names, and then they're like, "You remember any Vera?" She's like,
Yeah.
"No."
Nope. Actually, she says, "Nope." Yes.
Straight up like that. Very, very
Straight up being
detailed.
sarcastic, being defensive. We know she knows something. Why have none of them just go, "Look, we are trying to save the world. Tell us what you know." We haven't done it. We've had a book and a half to do this. And say, "Look, you know I'm a good
Everyone's
person
so scared of running her off.
trying to save the world. Either help or leave."
You know what's really great? Really great. You know what's really, really great? All of these men are very good at tracking. All we need to do is piss her off whenever we get back
And follow her.
and follow her so quickly.
All they have to do is follow Rupee. Rupee's going to hand her over.
You know what? The thing is,
I'm going to laugh if they get back to the kingdom and Rupee goes with him and not her. That would be beautiful.
but wait. So Icar has like been like, I think Rupee's intelligent. I think Rupee knows what's going on.
Yep.
What if I just asked Rupee?
Ask Rupee.
He
Ask
still
the
wouldn't.
bird.
He still wouldn't believe the freaking bird. He'd go flutter over to freaking Vera and then
Probably.
that. But anyways, and then so we're pressing her, and then they're like, "Oh, you know what? There was another name I haven't heard before. Ivana, Vera."
This part really made me mad. Like, it was a longer name, but it sounds kind of like Vera. But maybe I'm just thinking that because we're with Vera, or I don't know. Her name was on the list. They straight up say they have all of the information they could possibly. Like, what? At this point, what are you gonna see that convinces you that she's a tulip? Like, at this point,
I
if she
swear.
straight up admitted that she was a tulip, he probably she's just trying to protect her friend. She's trying to get me to marry her, so I can't marry a tulip.
I swear to God, if like the wind blows and he sees her neck for the first time, and that's how he finds, I might fight you. I might.
I would like to lodge a complaint.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anyways, and then so they casually tell her like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I got the list of names of mercenary fight," which also made me mad. Oh my God, he went and got it from mercenaries, saved all the tulips. You know he's just trying to marry one of y'all, and someone out there has a list of tulips. What if we just got the king to protect us? What if we did that?
Yeah. The king we know likes you. The king we know is going to protect you. That's what I'm saying. Her reasoning for not telling him makes no sense. That would be like a person dying of thirst, seeing the gallon of water and saying, "You know what? I'm not going to drink that because I might not have water later on." Girl, you're dying. Drink the water. Who cares what happens 20 years down the road?
Mm-hmm.
And even if it does get worse for your entire marriage, it's going to be great. And you can get rid of a lot of the gloam and then you can start over. Or you could, I don't know, teach people that, hey, Look how much better things got once there was a tulip around and a good king. Hey, originators, get out! Like, it's her reasoning is completely foul. Like, it's not valid at all.
Not at all.
It's illogical.
Don't worry, it gets worse. I feel like that's my catchphrase. Anywho, but wait, there's more. Last chapter. You ready to get mad? You ready to get mad? We're in Vera's point of view. Like, oh, I've been wondering when this would come up, and now I'm so scared.
And she goes, wait a second. Yeah, there were only 7 names on the list. The list that I read. The list that I read the names of. Could it have been a betrayal? Well, there was a name missing. We can only point out the obvious so many more times before it becomes a problem, not just with the character. They bring up the list. She's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about the list. Oh, yeah, they got it from somebody. Other people besides him know the tulips. So even if I stop them from knowing about the tulips, somebody else knows the names of all the tulips. And somebody gave up all the names of the tulips. So we have a serious problem on our hands.
And she's like so upset about this that she looks sick.
Yeah.
She straight up looks sick.
Looks sick, looks pale. Like they're like, dude, are you all right? She's like, I'm fine.
And then she runs away into the forest.
And then she runs away. Dramatically.
I just need a moment.
Run away.
Probably loud AF too. Because she's already loud to begin with. And then she's like, and then I run as fast as I can, tripping.
Yep.
You don't think all these super hearing people heard you and know something's wrong? Yeah. Don't. Guess who chases after her after she runs into the woods all trompily? And decides to confront her. They're like, I know why you
Tell me
fear
what
me.
you know, woman.
And then like he acts like he hasn't figured out. She's like, and then he's like, your friend's a tulip. She's like, well, you're not wrong. That's not why I'm acting like this. And you're really
Your friend who, when you were at Mama Tina's, she said, this is my best friend. We're like sisters. And he thinks it's some other person. He thinks it's a friend, but he doesn't think it's Rena. He thinks it's just some other friend that she's protecting, despite the fact that Rena is living with her aunt. They're best friends in the world. And he just thinks, oh, it's somebody else. Despite the fact that Rena's name would have been on the list that they all read. Kayla, there were only 7 names. Do you think you wouldn't be able to memorize 7 names for the life or death of everyone in your kingdom, Kayla? Do you think you could remember that many names?
I might be able to remember 6. She looks so upset. I don't know if y'all can see the terror and desperation in her eyes. Anywho, I'm going to let her suffer over there. And he's like, you think I'm a monster. You just won't tell me. And then she like tries to throw her little hissy fit. And like, you're just so desperate them to be real. Like, you're just imagining things. And feels guilty. And then he's like, well, you've never trusted anyone in your life, so you suck.
Yep.
Which is fair. Yeah.
He has a valid point.
And because she goes through like, oh, I haven't trusted anyone.
And then she goes back again in her brain that Miss Elf Lady's probably bad, but we're still believing her. This is the pivotal access to our entire argument for not going with him is this one lady. When we have thought, this is like the 4th time in the last 3 chapters where she thought, hey, maybe she's lying to me.
But nope. And then he just walks away like, I was right.
He's like, you know what?
I was right. I don't remember how the rest of it goes.
Everything I said was right.
The end. Book's over.
It's astounding how obtuse these people are being.
Even has the dogs concerned.
So it's just, if they don't figure this out by the next time we record in the next 10 chapters.
I vote if they don't figure out next 10 chapters, we just keep reading until they figure it out and just talk about that.
I might. We circles. These are crop circles at this point. There's so many crop circles are there. The sign is there. You made them yourself. Just look. The horse is dead. Quit beating it, okay? Like, stop it. The horse is dead. Everybody else is going to be dead if you don't find a different horse to beat, okay? Just figure it out.
So, y'all, next week. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you what chapters we're reading because we might very well just read until something happens that makes us happy.
Hopefully, it's chapters 41 through 50. But if they don't get it together,
I might read this tomorrow and tell you how much we have. I'm just going to read it tomorrow and be like, Christina, you're reading till this chapter. Congratulations.
We're on chapters 41 through 50. There's only 69 chapters.
Only 50% through. Like my book says like 55%.
Mine says 57.
We're only halfway through.
I know, but we're going to read 40 through 50.
Yeah.
That's another 10 chapters.
Yeah, I guess.
And then there's only
I don't
50
know. I
through
might read
60. And then there's 60 through
I
69.
don't know. If it doesn't happen to the end, I might read the whole book tomorrow.
Well, listen, we have so many things to sum up. We have the evil guy who's trying to find tulips.
Oh, we're about to go fast, man.
Like, we're going to have to get it together, like, real fast.
He has to find out in the next 10
He
chapters. It's either that or this ends on a tragic cliffhanger of like, oh no, my future wife.
It's either going to be drug out to get rid of the bad guy, because we have to defeat him, obviously. We have to get rid of Naughtyette. We have to defeat the guy.
I feel like he's going to kidnap Vera, try to bridge with her, and he's going to like, you were a tulip this whole time?
I have a feeling we're not going to get a resolution for the kingdom. It's going to be, oh, they got married and happily ever after everything was fixed. Insane. Which, okay, we know that's what's going to happen. This is the end. I'm okay with it.
But it needs to happen.
But we
sooner.
I want them to work together a little bit at the end. I want to see them working together.
Actually show a happy
things.
relationship instead of just, oh, look, we bicker and have attraction towards each other and we'll be perfect forever.
Yes. I want to see them together as a couple, fixing the kingdom together. I don't want them to fight the bad guy still separated. I want them to get together and then go fight the bad guy.
We will find out. We'll let you know what we read next week.
Yeah.
You don't get a heads up this week. Sorry. We'll
Sorry.
read the beginning of the next one. Because I might very well read until there's we find out
a resolution.
I'll stop at 20 chapters, but that's it.
Okay. See you next week. I hope you're just as frustrated as we are.
Suffer!
Okay, bye!